Hey guys, welcome to another video on my plants and compost and such. I got a few things I want to show you guys today. Okay, so I noticed that in my mom's kitchen I found some sprouts growing in her garlic, and I was like, whoa, because I feel like I really want to just plant some new things, just something different. I've never planted garlic before, and I literally do not know much about it. So I want to show you guys. If you can see, can you see the little sprouts on top? Now, what I do know is you got to obviously plant it downwards. Do not plant it these sprouts at the bottom, because that would be silly. And I also, this one here has some more sprouts. Not that. That is just a piece of garlic. That's another little sprouty there. And I also, I just read that they don't like to be so close together. So first, initially I had this one over here, but I broke him off and I just put it over there. Now I want to show you guys something super cool and super handy that you can do at home. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. And as you can see right over here, and I just did this literally this morning, because I'm getting so many things and my mom and everyone's just throwing all their garbage onto me, which I love, but you know, there's like not a lot of space. But anyway, so I found this like old bread bin. Can you guys see? Yeah, old bread bin, and I was like, this is incredible. I want to use it and create a mini greenhouse. Now in here I have some lemon seeds that I'm growing, and you guys do know that I do have a bit of a lemon tree grown out that side, which I'll show you what it looks like eventually once it's finished this stage. But remember, it's been here for 2 weeks. I'm gonna see how this works, because we are coming to winter and I need my plants to have as much sun and as much heat as possible, because they are tropical plants. So I really wanted to, I think you guys can see it from here, I really wanted to put the garlic in there as well. Now I made a mess. Before this video, I quickly watered the other garlic. I didn't want it to dry out or anything because that's very dangerous. So I quickly watered the other one, wet the sand a bit, and it kind of leaked everywhere. So yeah, my judgment for that was not very good. But I want to keep it in here because I know that they also like the warmth. Okay, which plant doesn't? Don't answer that. I'm sure there are many that can survive in shade and don't need much heat. But I think it's so cute, guys. My little greenhouse. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. So tip number 1, use an old bread bin container, preferably one that you can see through, and preferably the one that can get nice and warm inside, and preferably if you can put it in a nice warm sunny area. Now I did close the shades a bit here because I did notice there was a lot of sun and you guys couldn't really see anything, but yeah, so eventually once my lemon starts getting a bit bigger, first you'll notice a stem coming out, a green stem, and then eventually it will turn into something like this. Now I really guys, I'm really hoping and praying that this lasts and that this beautiful lemon seedling sprout will turn into a beautiful tree one day, and actually one day give me some beautiful lemons. We had a lemon tree, we still have a lemon tree in our garden, but it has produced no fruit, and I think it's been here for maybe about, I would say 12 to 14 years. I think the soil is not right for it. We have a lot of clay soil in our garden, which is probably good for roses. So yeah, it's just really sad when you see just a lemon tree and you like, where is the lemons? I hate that. And there's not many leaves on there. The leaves seem really deformed. It's staying the same height. It's just a mess. I would completely take that thing out and just stick to my little babies. Now, I'm not sure if it works for the lemons, but I do know that sometimes when you grow your own fruit from seeds, they do take a little bit longer to produce fruit. That being said, I think it has a lot to do with I'm actually, to be honest, I'm not sure if it has anything to do with lemons. Could be mangoes. No, I think mangoes are fine. Okay, whatever. Just try to catch my drift here. It just takes longer to produce fruit. So, I mean, I'm doing this now, but the lemons will probably take about 6 years to. This lemon tree will probably take about 6 years to give me lemons. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I just want it to be healthy and I want it to grow nicely. I mean, my mango tree is doing so well. It keeps bringing on new sprouts, new leaves, new growth, and the stems are getting nice and strong and getting nice and big. So I'm really happy about that. The thing with that mango tree, though, however, is I don't remember how long it's been planted here for. It could even be 5 years, to be honest, until I actually noticed it was growing, because it was dead. I threw a pip there one day in a bucket with sand, and it started growing, and I thought, oh, cool, cool, cool. And years went by, and it was dead, and then it came back to life again, and now I'm just like, wow. And now I just take care of it, like, a lot. Yeah, I also have some lychee trees, and I have no idea how lychees are grown, so I have tons of research to do. But another thing that I'm doing that's crazy is I'm growing a lot of avocados. We eat a lot of avocados in the house, and I just take mostly all the pips and I try to grow them. Now, I have two. This one over here, I'm gonna show you, move. This one over here. Oh, you guys can see it great. Look at that. I love him so much. He is doing fantastic. As you can see with my hand, I have a small hand, but it's about the size of my hand. And I mean, this thing was small and it gave a bit of leaves, and what I did was I chopped the leaves off, and it was literally naked. It had no leaves on it whatsoever, and it looked like it was dead. But then look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, strong green leaves. This one here is also coming out nicely there, and there's some more shoot and growth on top, which I'm very happy. I do need to research, however, as you can see, these roots are huge. And there are so many roots, and they just keep growing and growing and growing. And I need to figure out when I can actually plant them and plant this in the soil. Now, with regarding to planting an AVO tree, I do know that you basically need to keep this on top of the soil. You don't plant this. You plant it kind of there where the roots are. And the rest goes into the soil, but this little piece sticks up on top. I was told to deadhead the plant when it grew up to about, I think, 6 inches. But I didn't. I was scared. To be honest, I was scared. It was my first avocado tree. That's why I just that's why I just cut the leaves off. And I mean, if you have nails, you just kind of pick it. So I kind of break it by picking it off with my nail, and it just gives like a nice clean cut. So I'm very proud of this one. I have a smaller one that took a really long time to grow. And now basically I have 3 stems growing out of it. Guys, you need to tell me if that's normal. I have literally 3 stems. Sorry, more paint. 3 stems growing out of one avocado pip. And they all getting leaves. it's still taking a while. They're about this small. I should have brought it to show you guys, but it is crazy. People were telling me, oh, it's just gonna die, leave it, there's nothing to it. And I was like, no, just give it some time, give it some space, let it just grow on its own, and we'll see in a couple of weeks what happens. And the next minute I got 3 sprouts coming out, leaves were forming. It was just incredible. It was lovely. So now I just want to show you guys, okay, besides all those cool things that you can do, I do have on this little thing, I do have, as you can see, 1 and 2 other little pots that are ready with soil. I really want to plant something cool in them, and I'm still trying to figure out what to plant. As I said, it's coming to winter, and I don't want to just plant something now and not know. So this is the first time I'm really into gardening, and before it was just like, okay, let's plant something and see if it grows, and now I'm like, no, nurture, care, soil, water, everything, just it's really relaxing for me. I love it. It's something I really love doing, and this is basically what I do almost every single day. Actually, every single day. I love to just come sit here and look at all my little babies. You guys, if you haven't seen my other video, this is where my little apple seeds are. Now, fun fact, every single apple seed in an apple, what do you call that thing? Cork? In an apple stump. In an apple grind. Whatever it's called, in there are a bunch of pips, right? A bunch of seeds in there, and every single one of them will produce a different type of apple. It is crazy and super cool. So I took all those pips, I think I have about 5 of them, put them in here, and hopefully I can get 2, because they need to cross germinate. They will not produce any apples, and 1 apple tree on its own will not produce any apples. Let me say that again. 1 apple tree will not produce any apples. It has to have 2. They have to cross-pollinate. They have to, the whole scientific thing of that stuff. So, that's that. And yeah, guys, here's some of my cut up tea bags. Still busy with that. I would still like to use it. I think I'm also going to use it for the garlic. Apparently they don't like weeds. And they get very upset if they have weeds around them. So maybe I could use this as a kind of like a mulch, and just give them some time to, nothing funny sprouts up from the soil. Yeah, as you can see, I got some more bread, and actually, guys, I have tons of stuff. This is going to be kind of embarrassing, but just look at this. Ta-da! Here are all the things that I'm using. Another thing, actually, and last one for today. As you can see, I got a lot of eggs here. I got some more onions. Okay, onions bring like tons of insects. Not really happy about that. Okay, but still, we love them. We love them all. I have bananas, and one of them are mine because I just ate one. I've got some more tea bags, and this egg carton is fantastic in your soil. Now what you do is another tedious task, but you can either soak it if you want, get it nice and wet and flimsy, and you can start basically tearing them up. Or if you really are frustrated and you need a good anger releaser, I would just say you just pull some off and you just break them in tiny little pieces and you put them in your soil. Again, I think it will be a nice mulch. It actually decomposes really nicely into the soil, and it just adds whatever good stuff to the soil. All organic, all beautiful. And guess what? You don't have to throw this stuff in the bin and create more waste and more stuff that goes into the ocean. So guys, that's all for my video today. I hope you liked it, and I hope you learned something new. See you guys next time. Bye!